like a small boat on the ocean, sending big waves into motion, like how a single word can make a heart open. I might only have one match.
I'm Liz McGee, and I've been coming to Pure Barre since it opened in 2011. I came on the advice of a very good friend who said it was one of the best workouts she's had, and I took a couple of classes and really have been addicted ever since.
Hi, I'm Teresa. I've been coming to Pure Barre now for a little over a month, and I go to the Grandview and Dublin locations. And I started coming to Pure Barre because I used to take dance and have gone through kind of a long breast cancer journey and recovery, and haven't been able to do a whole lot just because of some restrictions physically. So Pure Barre has actually been one of the few things I can do with a lot of modifications, but I can still do it and get a really great workout.
Hi, I'm Jeanette Paris, and I've been going to Pure Barre since February of this year, and it's fantastic.
I was diagnosed with breast cancer in June of 2014. I was 6 months after my 40th birthday. Fortunately, I was diagnosed with early stage breast cancer, and really from the very beginning, my medical team really said that this was going to be a long road, and my treatment would consist of 18 months of chemotherapy, targeted therapy, and several surgeries. And I really knew from the very beginning that I needed to stay active in this process, and Pure Barre has really helped me with that goal. I've had great sources of support through this process. Pure Barre has been a great part of my recovery plan. My family, I have a great husband and 3 active kids that are really my rock. I have so many friends that have become family, and really I can't say more about Ohio State and my medical treatment that I've received there. I really do love to stay active. I love all things active, and Pure Barre has definitely helped me with that goal.
Let's see, it's 2015. I was diagnosed in October 2010. I had just turned 40, and it wasn't exactly a surprise. It's in my family. My sister had it when she was 34, and it unfortunately was the cause of a couple of aunts' deaths. So I'd been looking for it, and I found the lump myself. The medical journals will tell you that breast cancer doesn't hurt, that the lump itself is hard like a marble, that it doesn't move around. Well, mine hurt. I could feel it, and it was soft and squishy, and it did move around. So I fooled my gynecologist. She thought it was nothing. But I was due for a mammogram, and she ended up ordering an ultrasound given my family history anyway. And here's the scariest part. It was 7 centimeters, like the size of a racquetball, and the mammogram didn't see a thing. So it's a very good thing that I had the ultrasound that day. Right afterwards, I'll never forget the mammography tech bebopping by going, "Your mammogram's clear, have a good day." And then I went right into ultrasound with a very, very different outcome of that. So that was my diagnosis, and I was stage 3 of a subtype they call triple negative breast cancer. Kind of rare, very aggressive, and it was in my lymph nodes. It was large and mean and trying to kill me.
Well, I'm a breast cancer survivor. I was diagnosed 14 years ago, but unfortunately hit a little snag and have recently had a recurrence. The first time was stage 1. And with this recurrence, it's also stage 1. My surgery's in a week, so right at the end of September. And fortunately, Pure Barre has helped me prepare just through all the strength and flexibility that I've gained from Pure Barre. It's going to help me with my recovery, which is going to be a tough recovery, but it's okay. And also, looking forward to getting back to Pure Barre is going to help me with my recovery.
'Cause I've still got a lot of fight left in me.
Pure Pure Barre has really been my secret weapon against cancer treatment, and I think Pure Barre can help anyone going through a challenging time. Definitely for the 55 minutes that you're in class, you're not thinking about what's happening outside of class, and that is so beneficial. With each class, I felt like I got stronger and had more endurance, and that really helped me through all of my treatments. And definitely the last few minutes of class, you feel like you can really conquer anything, and that really helped me with all of my treatments and surgeries. The Pure Barre community has been so helpful through this journey, really from the very beginning, whether it was Emily or the many teachers or staff asking me how I was doing, how treatment was going. That was so helpful, and I think for anyone going through a challenging time, that is really helpful. And I really can't say more about the Pure Barre teaching staff really helping me after each surgery, modifying movements in class or helping me figure out other ways to do a movement. And I think that's so helpful for anyone coming off of an illness or injury, or in my case, a surgery.
Prior to breast cancer, I was a triathlete. I did more long course than short course. I ran a marathon, I did a half Ironman, and a bunch of other distance races. And since then, since everything I've gone through, I have permanent nerve damage on this side, and it's really restricting the things I do. So especially if you see me in class, I modify the push-up segment a lot. Sometimes the twists pinch that nerve, or sometimes even the crunches do too, or the bar pushing and crunching at the same time can trigger that nerve to flare up. But I'm really enjoying being in Pure Barre, because even though I did all that stuff and I tried to do everything I could not to get the disease, it was still there. And I found that Pure Barre works muscles that I forgot existed from back in the days of dance and the other stuff that I did. And it's really great.
The staff here at the Dublin Pure Barre has been amazing, very supportive. They know what's going on. They did the nicest thing. They gave me a jar of notes, of inspirational notes, and when I'm having a tough time, frankly, I open up my jar and I pull out a couple of notes, and always helps me tremendously. It's like a hug. It's like many hugs in a jar. So the staff at Pure Barre is terrific.
October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and 1 in 8 women at some point in their life will be diagnosed with breast cancer. And our best defense against this statistic really is early detection. So I encourage the entire Pure Barre community to keep up on your self-exams, to keep up on your proactive annual visits and your mammograms, and really know your family history, because early detection is so important against this disease.
If you find yourself going through this journey, or somebody you know going through the breast cancer journey, don't be afraid to be honest, and don't be afraid to be scared, and know your limits. Know when you need to ask for help, and that was very difficult. I was a very independent, proud person, and it was a very humbling experience, but in a good way. And you never know how many people actually care until you tell them, and they're there for you, and it'll be amazing to you how many people come out of the woodwork and the massive amounts of support you have. So if you see me in class, or you see me in the studio, and you are going through this, or you know someone who is, and you want to ask a bunch of questions, or you just want to know what would be the best comfort food for a chemotherapy patient or whatever, anything like that, I will answer your question, and I will answer it honestly. And sometimes you don't get that. There are details, and then there are gory details, and there's the truth, and then there's the brutal truth. So if you want to know anything, I'm happy to answer any questions you have, because we're all really in it together, and hopefully someday, it is my hope that nobody I know has to go through what I went through. They're just not there yet. They're close. But until it gets even a little better, we're here to help each other through it. So.
Breast cancer or any cancer, actually any illness, it doesn't just happen to one person. It also happens to everybody that cares about that person. So my advice when you're going through a very tough time is to let other people help you that are asking and they want to give you support. Let them support you. Let them do that. But if you have a question for your doctor, your nurse, ask it. And be strong. Work out. Because the stronger and the healthier you are, whatever it is you're going through, whether it's cancer or, you've got stuff going on privately in your life, the stronger and the healthier we are, the more equipped we are to deal with those challenges. So, can't wait to give back.
I take Pure Barre class 2 to 3 times a week, and I have 2 favorite parts of Pure Barre class. The first, especially in this past year, is when I can accomplish a movement that I haven't been able to do before. For me, that was really being able to get back to doing push-ups. I almost had a mini celebration in class when I did that. And my second favorite part of class is really when it's over, because we've made it, and just how great you feel when you've accomplished it through our class.
I really like the ladies in class, and if you're taking a class next to me, every now and then I just crack up because I reach my limit, and then I just laugh at how strong all the other women are, or seem to be at least, around me when I am like practically grunting trying to keep that leg in the air. But it's fun, it's challenging every time, and I need the work, so it's great to be here.
I love it when the instructors, actually I kind of think of them as coaches, when my Pure Barre coach really pushes me, because they tell me to do it, I do it. I mean, I do it. In fact, okay, I'll brag a little bit. They had those red double tubes, stretchy tubes, and brand new ones, nice bright red ones. We're in class and they're pushing me and they're telling me. I snapped one of those. It took me 3 months, but I finally snapped one, and it was hilarious. There were a couple of instructors in the class, and they're all going, they're all doing this, But hey, I challenge you, try to snap a red double tube.
Take back my life.